Hi everyone, my name is Emily. This is my MID 804 assignment number 3, discussing learning theories and the Great Wheel. Observation number 1. The wheel is quite large and organized by the following. Key concepts are in green, learning paradigms or worldviews are in blue, learning theorists, the people and the organizations, are recognized in red, and scientific disciplines are in peach. Observation number 2. The wheel is created and published by the holistic approach to technology-enhanced learning. And observation number 3. Psychology is the scientific discipline which is connected to the largest sum of learning theorists on the wheel. So, the two most applicable learning theories, the theories which make the most sense to me in my role as an instruction librarian teaching research skills to adults at a community college, mostly freshman and sophomore English students. The first is Experiential Education by John Dewey. This is defined by the holistic approach to technology-enhanced learning, the people who published the Great Wheel, as the process that occurs between a teacher and a student that infuses direct experience with the learning environment and context. So one way that I found to approach experiential education is active learning. Active learning, a term popular in U.S. education circles in the 1980s, encourages learners to take responsibility for their learning, requiring their experience in education to inform their process of learning, defined by a Wikipedia page that was linked out from the Great Wheel. I also think of this as learning by doing. So, some ideas to implement active learning in the classroom. First of which, one could partake in class discussions. An instructor could assign student debates or learning by teaching. Again, back to the idea of learning by doing. Group projects or presentations, and educational games. So what does active learning look like in the library classroom? Active learning in the library classroom involves students engaging in their own research in the library's online databases after instruction. Therefore, planning a class using the experiential learning theory would begin with a demonstration of research in library databases, and then followed up by a group activity asking students to collaborate in small groups to research a specific topic. The group which is able to narrow their search results down to 10 relevant results or less wins a choice from the candy jar or some other small prize incentive. So another idea, another active learning activity is based on the information life cycle activity. This activity also requires students to work together in groups. The information life cycle activity, created by the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, begins with a video explaining the process of how an information event is born, how it evolves, and then how the information is published thereafter in the days, weeks, and years. And then students work together to identify and sort different source types into the correct categories. So the next learning theory that applies to my role as an instruction librarian is the learning styles idea, discussed by Fleming, Honey, Mumford, and Kolb. It refers to the idea that optimal learning demands that students receive instruction tailored to their learning styles. Although learning styles will inevitably differ among students in the classroom, the researchers Dunn and Dunn say that teachers should try to make changes in their classroom that will be beneficial to every learning style. And as we can see in this infographic image on the right, the four learning style ideas are that one is visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic, or again, learning by doing. So how can we do this? At the community college, students have diverse learning needs and come from various educational and cultural backgrounds. They each bring with them a unique set of skills and knowledge that affects how they learn in the classroom. Planning instruction based on learning styles first requires that the instructor collects some preliminary assessment data based on the student's prior experience with scholarly research. Next, the instructor must incorporate aspects of each learning style to reach each student effectively. And this should be attempted, at least tried to be implemented into each activity or assignment. These four sensory modalities discussed by Fleming, again, are the following. We have visual learning, oral learning, reading, writing learning, and kinesthetic. So learning styles in the library classroom. What does this look like? For a library instruction activity, I would address each learning style by planning multimodal learning for each module. For the visual learners, I would include a video and/or infographic on each topic. For the readers, of course, articles would be included for each topic. For the auditory learners, videos also apply, but I would feature articles that have auditory narrations, as are often available now in databases. And for the experiential learner, collaborative activities or games would be a part of each module. In addition to this, continuously building positive working relationships, both with students and subject matter experts throughout the duration of the course, is important to help the instructor understand their individual needs and identify their learning styles. And here we have my references page. That's all I have for this presentation. Thank you all for joining me and listening.